Just Another Horror Podcast, a podcast where three men drink beers and gripe about horror movies. Just so everyone's aware, there will be spoilers and plenty of nasty, nasty language.
I'll camp until I die.
Sleepaway Camp II, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hello! And welcome to Just Another Horror Podcast. I'm Cobra.
Good job. I'm John.
I'm Ben.
I'm Tim.
Guess who didn't watch a movie this week?
Tim's back. Oh, Ben?
Yeah.
Ben showed up and still didn't watch the movie.
Tim's just some random guy, and he watched the movie.
He's a
Tim's new and he already did a better job than you, Ben.
You guys trying to replace me?
We're taking auditions.
Yeah.
Was I supposed to tell him that?
No.
Oh, shit.
But how many...
Just cut that part.
Out of the last,
Does
like,
Tim
10
took-
episodes, how many... What?
Cut that, John!
Why you gotta say that, Ben? Huh?
He just wants to make more work for me. He's been
He
doing
does.
this all fucking night.
Well, you
We've
were
been here for
playing
3
me.
hours.
Why don't you just hit it once and see what happens? It won't kill
So,
you.
John, just cut
I
the
promise.
first 54 seconds of this episode and throw it in the trash.
So what are we watching this week?
Sleepaway Camp 2, did you watch it? No.
I didn't.
All right, Ben's out of this
I have a
fucking
fact.
conversation.
I have a fact, though.
What?
We had...
You told me like you started it and then you had a little bit to watch when you got home today, you liar.
I started but it was that shitty YouTube, and then YouTube just crapped.
Those are the sounds liars make.
Nope.
I
Just
I
crap.
rented it from Amazon.
We have
Yeah,
James.
that's dedication right
Another
there.
fucker from Netflix.
This series has a...
Oh, that reminds me.
Jesus Christ.
I gave you that back, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did.
Okay.
What's happening?
I did my part. Nobody knows for sure.
All right, you ready?
Hello!
No, we already did that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, you said, are you ready? I
No,
thought
no,
we were
no,
going
no.
again. I was getting my professional voice on.
5 years after a series of horrifying murders left Camp Arawak looking like Armageddon, the killer returns to the scene of the crime to work as a camp counselor. But since Angela Baker looks like a normal, everyday 20-something, only she knows what she's truly capable of.
Well...
New Jersey rocker Bruce Springsteen's younger sister, Pamela, stars alongside Emilio Estevez's sister,
I was gonna bring that up.
Renee, in this direct-to-video slasher.
I love how it brings up two famous people and says, they're sister.
So, we have to
You couldn't
assume...
tell it was her. It looked just like Emilio Estevez in a wig, I thought.
We do have to assume that this camp does not do background checks because the pederasts are in part 1. So the killer comes back as a counselor in part 2. They're probably not concerned about where she came from.
She was actually
Slash
in a
he.
psych ward for years, and they cleared her to have
They
that
did
job.
clear
It's okay. They want to let her out if she wasn't okay.
Alright, well...
She's
Maybe
very,
you should've went-
she's very convincing.
I'm
about
having
that.
deja vu of Hellgate all over again, and it pains me, Ben.
Where I watched the wrong movie?
Yeah.
Only
There were
this
2
time-
Hellgates on Netflix. I watched the wrong one.
Ask! Fucking ask! Okay.
If we had any
I watched the better
communication-
one, in my
I don't think
opinion.
you did, though.
No.
Bill Hurt was in the one I watched.
But
And
we,
Carrie Ells.
we had Horseshack.
Carrie Ells.
Carrie Ells.
Nice.
Damn right. As you wish.
If he isn't the prison's broad, I don't want to see him.
So since
And
you
I
haven't
like the
seen
cries.
Men in
this,
tights.
And
you're
Robin
in for a
Williams.
fucking shock at how different of a tone this
Okay.
movie takes.
What-
Oh, it's much different.
Is part 2? I thought like part 3 was the poster art with the hockey mask and the Freddy Krueger glove coming out of the backpack.
They could have
It
screwed it
might
up
have
because
been.
I think
I
they
was
came out
in
around
shock.
the same time.
Yeah, I was shocked to see it was part 2. I always thought it was part 3.
This one is Unhappy Campers, and the next one is Teenage Wasteland.
Should have been called Babbitt O'Reilly. I should have saved that. joke
Wait a
for
minute.
next
Part
week.
3 is called Teenage Wasteland?
But you'll get to see that one because
I
we'll
love-
definitely make sure I'll set it
It's
on
on
my
the way.
Netflix for
It's
sure.
on the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I have returned to Sleepaway Camp on
You do?
DVD, not
Okay.
Blu-ray.
I'll
So
make
if you
sure
have
I
a
watch
DVD
both of them.
player, does that Blu-ray play DVD?
And I will say... play that.
And let me tell you something. Spoiler alert. Ricky's back.
Is he
Ricky's
Hellman?
back.
He is. He is. He's back.
Ricky's back.
Is he
He's
Hellman
old.
or
He's
I
got
can't tell
short
you.
shorts, so.
But it's Ricky, the actual guy that played Ricky in the first one.
Alright.
Okay, so this DVD had behind the scenes shit going on, and I
You
watched it.
You said it was terrible.
Oh, so fucking bored. So fucking bored.
That board.
Are you auditioning for Angela?
They're making a
Oh,
direct
man.
to
What a great-
a direct to VHS movie, and they're wasting film stock on
This
behind
was
the
direct to
scenes
VHS?
footage. Yeah, this is direct to VHS.
That explains why we couldn't find the
Was the
box
next
office.
one the next year?
Yeah.
88 and 89.
Immediately afterwards.
Teenage Wasteland. I should say that.
I
for
love
next
Bubba
week.
Riley.
It
One of my
do
favorite
too.
songs.
It would have been total sales.
You Bet by The Who is actually my favorite Who song.
No, Bubba Riley.
Rain on Me is Rain Over Me is
to
pretty
run
great.
from cigarettes.
If I say Magic Bus, is that gonna make me pathetic?
That's alright.
All right, I like
It's
Magic
cool
Bus.
game.
really
I like that
Magic
other one.
Bus.
I don't know what it's called though. He drives it.
Behind Blue Eyes and Pinball Wizard are both good.
Pinball
Yeah,
Wizards.
The Who is really good, I think.
Yeah,
I like the Who.
we don't talk
We
about
can all
them on
agree.
here
Yeah,
ever.
ever.
All right, now
Plug
that you know
The
that,
Who.
people, let's get back to part 2.
Can you plug The
Sleepaway
Who?
Camp.
Get on the bus that takes me to you.
How do you know the Who aren't in this?
Can you
movie,
plug The
Brad?
Who?
Angela's
Just make sure it's
vagina
the theme song
returns.
from CSI because there's a lot of kills here.
Angela
Somebody
has
has
a
to figure that shit
vagina in
out.
this.
She has a vagina in this one?
Yes, she
I'm gonna
does.
let you know.
Whoa, she went full operation.
She did.
We know who the killer is within 5 minutes of this
Oh, this
movie.
doesn't
Really?
at all.
Yeah,
Spoiler alert,
they do
they-
not fuck around.
I have
Not
seen
even
parts
close.
of this. There are tits in this one, right?
There are tits
They
everywhere.
Way
There's a
make
girl
up for
named
lack of
Allie.
tits on
Yeah,
this
yeah,
song.
yeah.
There's a girl named Allie that they have some ridiculous
She's
toilet scene for 5 minutes
Who's
of
the
this
one-
movie.
the
where
physics
they-
of that don't work either.
No, he's licking her belly button.
Ooh.
She likes it though.
No,
Is she
no, but
saying,
it looks
oh,
like,
she's
it looks
going
like he's
crazy?
dragging a dead body like around the bathroom. Like she's
Yeah.
not even trying to stand up.
It's
No, it's
weird.
I think
it's a
I remember-
5 minute
is
scene
there
that
a
didn't need to be in there just to show her tits again. And
Is there?
if you're gonna show me different boobs, that's fine. But I've seen Allie's tits the whole way through the movie. I need different.
There
boobs.
are different boobs.
Must be
There
her.
are at one point, but not for this scene.
It must be her. I remember a scene in this one where some girl's just sitting on her bed in her bunk, and she's just totally topless.
That's Allie.
Just,
Allie.
She likes to
and
sleep
Angela
naked.
comes in that scene, right?
Yeah.
I have seen some of this. It's just been a while.
This
All
movie
right, well,
starts.
you can chime in when you remember anything.
All right.
This movie starts.
It's only 79 minutes long, so you might have seen half of it.
Woo! Let's
I'm
test
sorry.
79
I see you
minutes.
disappointed. I mean,
79 minutes, people.
We should be able to get through this one in an hour and a half,
Right.
judging by the last
This movie
one.
starts 7 minutes into our review with a campfire mullet tale.
How many mullets do we have?
I just
There's
have
so
mullets,
many
mullets, mullets.
TC's mullet
Is
it's a thing of beauty.
I actually
He
have
can-
later on where his mullet has like
What
dot
year-
dot dot and it says something in my notes because his
What
mullet
year
is
was
so
this?
good.
1988.
His mullet is a character on its own. It's so feathered and
His mullet would no contest win the DVE best mullet.
oh,
yeah.
it's
Oh, yeah.
it's the best mullet I've ever
It's
seen.
amazing.
Has anyone seen the movie Madman?
Who's in it?
It's a
TC's
slasher.
mullet.
It's a really low budget, right?
Oh, that was
I
1982.
would
There's a
watch it.
character named TP in it. And he
TP
has a
from
very
Red
large.
Toilet paper.
He has a very large belt buckle with TP, like right in the belt buckle.
What's it about?
It's a slasher.
I remember
like
there was a
slashers.
sickle in it. That's all
It's
I
a
remember.
camp.
You're a sickle.
It's a campground slasher. It's a campground slasher, but it has 8 kids. It takes place in winter because they're sitting around a campfire just and their breath is like going, so it's a very low budget. And it has one of the most awkward hot tub sex scenes ever.
So you watched this movie?
Yeah, I've seen it. It's fascinating.
Would you recommend this movie?
Yeah, if you like slashers.
Did you watch
Which I
Sleepaway
do.
Camp 2?
But what?
Did you watch Sleepaway Camp 2?
No, you.
Then
no.
shut
He
your
didn't have, he
fucking
didn't have enough
mouth.
time to watch Sleepaway
You
Camp 2 this
can
weekend. He
shut-
was too busy watching Mad Men.
Mad Man, not
Mad
Mad
Man.
Man.
There was only
Don
one
Draper's not killing anyone.
30
Oh, John Hamm
people,
would make a really good
according to the
Probably
myth
would.
of this
He's a
this
good
campfire
American
story,
Psycho.
30 people were killed at Camp Arawak.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I
I
saw
don't remember 30
4,
people.
I think, which means there were 26 off-screen kills.
The kids were gonna. Let's just give them 20. 20 kids.
That's a big.
Another
body count.
question is, how does after 5 years this thing become a legend?
Because around these parts.
It's 60,
course.
it's 60 miles.
You
Here we
know.
go again. Yeah, here we go again.
That's
It
60,
is.
that's 60
How did
miles.
she get cleared
Like
for
if something happened
counselor
in
duty
Pittsburgh,
in
we
5
probably
years?
know what's going on.
No
She
idea.
killed 30
There was
Actually,
like
people.
a Jack
after
the
4
Ripper of
years, she gets
Pittsburgh.
it.
We'd fucking hear
Ah.
about it.
Yeah, probably.
She killed 30 people though.
I would
How do
say.
you get a job after that? In 5 years.
The system is broken.
That's exactly right.
Keep your pulse.
All she had to do was read those ink blocks and see that everything looked like vegetables.
Every
and
time
she
Your cat bit me, Kayla.
I think
No.
he's filing a lawsuit. He had attorney Edgar Snyder.
You
She's
guys
gonna
think
be-
I'm joking when I say that she's cold.
Is that funny?
Is she as cold as ice?
She's cold as ice.
Is she willing to sacrifice
I don't know. I have to ask her.
your love?
You're cold.
I said you're cold.
Did you hear me? Quit being a pussy.
I said no, sir.
Come
You're a
on,
pussy.
damn. I'll
Never
fight you
mind,
next
John's there. That sounds really bad. You're a pussy,
Oh
baby.
no, go ahead. Have we gotten 1 minute into this movie?
No.
Yes, they're telling the story.
We haven't
30
made it
minutes
to
in.
tongue cutting yet.
Right.
Here's what I have for you.
Okay.
One of the kids is like, I
Is she
heard
back?
Angela. No, she's not.
Not.
She said, one of the little kids is like, I heard Angela was playing on The Facts of Life. Plug that, please.
That's what
Joe,
you wanted to do? You wanted
The
to plug
dark-haired
something?
girl. Yeah, I love Facts of Life.
Joe's the hottest.
Yeah, that does.
Joe
come up.
was the manly one.
Yeah, but she was so hot.
Blair.
You like Blair?
Yeah.
The bitchy blonde?
Yeah.
The problem with the beginning of this is that there are, well, not a problem, this is a positive, there's tons of wonderful mullets. But everybody is talking at once.
Yeah.
And you can't figure out
Is
what
this the
anybody's
first
saying.
mullet?
No,
court?
and it's not until
The primer
Now, this
people
movie-
would
I'm trying to
the primer
gauge-
people would be really pissed about that.
I'm trying to gauge a timeline here, but you don't really get any characters, like side characters' names until they're murdered, and they're like, oh, there's Tony in the tree. It's like,
I have a lot of
Tony? Who the fuck is Tony?
I have a lot of like she's and he's written
Yeah,
down. I don't know
you
who
don't
they're
get
about.
names.
Uncle
at
John
all
is
in
the
this.
only name I have.
Uncle
Yeah.
Joe.
John.
John.
John. I heard John.
Here's what I'm going to tell you guys.
What?
I will find my notes and I'll let you know what it is. It's Uncle John.
You hold on, people. The people need to know this. John
I'm
is
cutting it!
John's a fat ass. He's not only eating Doritos nacho cheese, he's dipping them in Fritos bean dip.
Don't knock it till you try it. Trust me.
What is wrong
That just
with
means
you?
he's going to be farting by the end of the podcast. Great.
We're almost a half hour into this.
Speaking of the podcast,
We're doing a podcast. Hey, everybody, welcome to just another horror podcast.
We're back.
Mullets. We've discussed the
Surprised
mullets.
Cobra doesn't have.
Do you guys want something to put
What?
those in
Would you stop saying that?
before I itch my armpit
Can you
and
cut
stick my
that?
hands in there?
Again. It's something about that guy over
God
there.
damn it, Ben. It doesn't matter. It's just in the middle of a big pile of shit that's getting cut. It doesn't matter. Cut from minute 2 to minute 24. Alright, so this movie. Some girl tells the legend of Angela.
so I like how the comeback to the Legend of Angela is our parents' taxes paid for Peter and Angela's sex change.
That's right. What's
That
this
is what
guy's
that
name?
is what it comes down to. I don't know because they didn't say his name when he got killed.
Main guy killed. He was like the main guy.
he was
right?
like first guy killed.
That
Oh
sounds
no,
like
no.
a-
I'm thinking,
That sounds like a conservative argument today. My money's not going
Really?
for.
We're finally back on track and you're gonna bring your politics into this.
I'm just saying, my money's not
I
going
don't
to
think
pay for
anything
sex
happened.
changes.
Oh really?
it was great.
Anyway, this
So-
girl gets her tongue cut out.
Well, but
That
whenever
happens.
does somebody yell, "Oh shit, it's Angela!" whenever she comes out of the woods? I wrote that down. I don't know if that was me thinking that or
I think somebody
actually
says
said that.
Angela and you're like, because I
They
have.
say, "Oh, shit."
Oh wow, Angela.
There's
That's what Richie would say.
I have. There's Angela's like calling this girl a slut because she was out with all the boys, even though she was just telling
Ghost stories.
ghost stories with them.
I mean, she lost her tongue for it.
She actually.
No, that was the go before.
She hit her with a chocolate pudding log.
Yeah.
Did you see that? She smacked her in the side of the head and it looked like chocolate pudding like burst off her face. It was
I
pretty
thought it was
funny.
some sort of like poop joke, like where
She just
No.
kind of went to sleep
It wasn't red, it was definitely like brown.
It was.
because she wasn't dead. She was like, So
Then she
Angela
got
cut her
cut
tongue.
out.
The girl that lost her tongue, she's standing there like hiding behind a tree, and she's like, "I can't see a damn thing. It's so dark out. It's a full moon. You can see
I can see
everything.
you."
You can see the whole way through the woods."
you shouldn't have opened these.
That's okay. It was fine. That's why I opened them. And I hid them on the floor where no one could find them. So now we go to a rock and roll opening, and we immediately,
I like the song.
immediately.
It's kind of like if Van Halen. It's like if whenever Sammy Hagar came into Van Halen, if they stayed the original sound with Sammy Hagar singing,
I like Van Halen.
Hagar.
I like.
but not sounding Van Hagar like.
I
Because they got,
like David
real
Lee
keyboard
Roth
and
more,
synthy.
but my favorite songs are by Sammy Hagar.
I agree. I agree with that. Sam Hagar is a better writer. No, he wasn't, because he wrote the line,
I love Why Can't This Be Love, and that's what you're making
only
fun
time
of.
will tell if we stand the test of time.
Oh, That's bad.
Yeah.
It's not great, but it's true.
Anyway, we
If
get
you listen
boobs
to it.
immediately. Like they're saying, we got to make up for that last movie.
Boobs. Yep. And that's where this movie took off.
What's this girl's name?
Allie.
Allie.
Yep. Allie. Her boobs are all over this movie.
Allie and Molly are the two main.
Are they good boobs? If I remember right, they're alright.
They're good. They're built for speed, not comfort.
Smash hands. Smash hands.
And then Angela comes in and yells at her for not wearing a shirt. And she says, you don't have to show it off if you, what is it, something if you don't want to show it off?
It was like
I
a
don't
real like church camp line.
But what I was confused by is if she's showering with the girls and she's camping with the girls,
Why
who's
can't
she
you just
showing
lay?
it off to?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Or
don't.
why
they
can't
aren't-
you just lay naked? Who
Yeah.
cares? Because Angela's a prude, right?
No.
I mean,
Still
that's
got lesbian
supposedly what somebody
tendencies,
said
maybe.
about her.
That's. I think that's the reason why
Who knows, it
Angela's
was
killing
Paul.
in this one, right?
Judy said that Paul said that Angela was a prude in the first
She's a
one.
prude, that's right. But that's what she's
No.
killing essentially in this one, right? Bad people.
Bad people.
Yeah,
So she's like
it's like a God Bless
Ricky
America thing. She's going after the
from
people she
Silent
thinks
Night,
are bad.
Deadly Night 2. Can you plug garbage?
Don't bring
on?
your
Punish.
politics in.
Oh, yeah.
I think he meant don't bring my podcast into this.
So this is like conservative America where
For fuck's sake, Ben!
they criticize
I
something,
started it.
and then you find out the head of some conservative committee is like sleeping with young boys.
This time let's let him go. Let's just let him go for as long as he wants to go.
Don't.
No,
Who's
you're
that?
done. You're cut
Who's
off.
that fucktard that's going to jail right now? He was third in line to the presidency at one point, and he's.
Is it Pamela Springsteen for singing the Happy Camper song?
Which was awful.
so
just like her
bad.
brother. No, not yet.
All right,
There are-
go back to your grassroots now, because
There are
we're
children.
smacking on Springsteen.
There are children taking pictures of.
They're the Tit Patrol,
Yeah.
turns out.
Yes.
Which
The Tit Patrol?
they
Yeah, that's what-
are the Tit Patrol, and I love it.
I gotta watch
The
this
only
movie.
two kids, spoilers, that get killed in this are the Tit Patrol.
The Tit Patrol. They're like two 10-year-olds taking photos of all these naked girls, or even girls with bras on. They don't care. They're the Tit Patrol. If you got cleavage and show it, they'll get it on film.
Nice.
Polaroid.
There's also the shit sisters who are just
Where's his head, honey?
pot smokers.
They're pot smokers, they're drinkers, and all they want to do is party and have sex all day.
It does not take them long to be out of this movie.
No, but you're.
Why don't me
I think
and
you're
you
skipping
go
over a
in
bunch
and
of.
get back, okay?
Uncle John.
like
oh,
Angela getting the counselor of the
You
week.
can't
That's
leave
her-
your
oh
Legos
my
in
God.
there.
I have
Hey,
that.
And Allie calling her a dyke.
There's again. Allie doesn't want to eat breakfast,
Nobody likes the food here.
and she gives it to one girl who's flat, and she's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Hey, your tits could use this. Eat this food."
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
does
we're
say
gonna
that.
go to the
She's,
back
I don't know if she
and
says
watch
your
you.
tits could use this, but she's like, "Here, this food gives you your flat chested or something."
You just got the nod.
I know.
So up on the stage goes Pam Springsteen to sing a song, and I said, "Be like your bro, Pam."
Nope.
Not at all.
I just wrote.
They both were awful.
I
to
just
be
wrote
honest.
Happy Camper song equals brutal.
Oh,
It's
it's.
so
It
bad.
sounds like Born
Really
to
not.
Run. It
It-
just makes my ears bleed.
And it's at this point that I realize these people are 30 years old.
It makes the
What are they
humming-
doing at camp?
It makes the shower humming way better.
Come on,
I still just TC's mullet.
I think
It's
somebody.
so great. It
Oh my
carries the
God.
movie.
It's
I think somebody complained
Well, you're
that
not gonna
the
get
people
back
in the
then.
old movie were too young and they couldn't show nudity. So this time they have a bunch of really old people play young people so they can show nudity.
They're like
Yeah.
a bunch of counselors with nobody to counsel.
but they're saying things like "screw you" instead of Ricky, like just
Right.
saying whatever he wanted to.
Was this supposed to be kind of like the Friday the 13th thing where they got there before camp actually opened?
Go play with them,
I don't know because there's 5-year-olds there.
But there's only a couple kids.
Come on, sweetie, come and
I
play
don't
with
know.
them.
I don't
Even
know
when we
either.
were like eating at mealtime, there's no kids. It's
Wants
just
to be with the
counselors.
men.
Yeah.
But these adults are afraid of getting sent back home to their parents. Throughout the movie, they don't want to
That
go.
one girl, like that's her. She's like, "If I get sent home, my mom will kill me."
Right.
What? Really? Mm.
They also have a nice pool in this one.
And let us
What?
tell you this: this movie it's only 79 minutes long,
Mhm.
but it does drag in an area,
That's not good.
which should be impossible for 79 minutes.
Oh yeah, it does. Let's see.
Ooh, at the breakfast, Malio Estevez does not like drugs or sex, and she
Right.
looks just like her brother Emilio.
Who? You said Molly Estevez?
I have her because her character name's Molly, but her name's Renee Estevez, so I have Molly Estevez in my
Okay.
notes.
I got you now.
Sometimes I don't even know what I'm saying, Tim.
So after the Happy Camper song, we have the wet t-shirt rejection scene. It's just
What t-shirt?
Oh, right.
T-shirt
Awkward.
reject.
Allie's got to show her boobs one
She
more
jumps
time.
in the pool with a white t-shirt on.
No,
One more
she
time?
Has,
She has
a
somebody
guy
purposely push her in.
Yeah. She
Yeah,
takes her
she-
bra off immediately.
she's
She's
like-
like, don't push
she
me."
takes it off. I'm gonna be so mad if you push me in. Push.
But that guy's like, no, I'm not interested in that.
Because this guy's going to bone her later, I'm pretty
Did
sure.
Angela
No, he doesn't.
bump her
Is
in?
it not him? Is it somebody else?
It's that Sean
Angela's
dude.
nowhere to be found.
Sean's the one that's
to be
with
honest
Molly
with you.
through the whole thing.
Yeah, Sean doesn't bone her later.
No.
No. The guy that pushes her in.
Oh yeah. He's
Is he the guy
who
that fucks her by the tree or the bush or later?
He's the guy who
Because we have to have
premature
what? Yeah.
He's the guy who
She's like
premature
thanks or
ejaculates.
something for her.
She just up and leaves. Yeah.
It's so awkward.
Boom.
Angela Johnson
All right. She
With
changed
the
her name to
Johnson.
Johnson.
with the Johnson. No, she got that Johnson removed.
Yep.
She got Peter removed
It would.
and got Johnson added.
I have.
It would have been better if she was Angela Johnson first and became Angela
If you
Baker.
pay me
They should have
money-
thought that through.
They should.
If you pay me money on my titties, you can suck. What am I talking about?
This
Sounds like a
girl,
bad poem.
this
I
girl,
guess.
Allie, because she was making fun of the Happy Camper song. Oh no! That was the twins, drunk and high in the woods.
Yeah, she
They're making
stalks
fun
them.
of that Happy Camper song, and she's like, "Whatever you just sung there."
And then Angela burns the one to death.
There's
Wait,
somebody
and-
there.
Well, actually,
Okay.
she burns both to death.
Let's talk about this. How far are they away from the camp that no one hears this woman screaming?
So she burns them in the fire pit for the abandoned cabin, right?
Is that the 1 mile away cabin that
Yeah,
we get
just like
later?
1.5 miles away.
Yeah.
So it's a reasonable distance from everything else. Somehow I paid more
How-
attention to Sleepaway Camp II.
But
I don't know.
how? You don't get that anyone else goes up there but Angela, and then Molly's following Angela. So I would think that these kids were just out in the woods
But they
somewhere.
were
Molly's boyfriend
Sean,
is the only one to die that's a male.
in this whole movie.
Angela's
No,
until
that's
the
true.
end. Then the end they kill
Yeah,
everybody.
in the end, everybody's.
Well, no, that's
But
not
up
true.
to that point, who does she
Up to
kill
what
as a male?
point? Where we're at now?
Yeah. No, I'm saying up to the point where Sean dies. I'm saying that she just
That
runs
one
around
guy gets-
murdering women.
No, that one guy gets it in the shitter.
No, that's a girl.
That's a girl.
Oh,
That's
Allie.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Maybe I need to watch harder.
I guess.
Sweet.
So those twins get burned to death.
Essentially, yeah.
That's what happens. Yeah. And she says, "This ought to teach you a lesson." And I have.
It is
Yeah. She'll learn.
She's dead, huh?
She'll use that later in life.
It
Oh
is
wait,
a-
she's dead.
It is at that abandoned camp though, because they're in like a fire pit with a grate on it.
Yeah.
So it has to be where it is.
Do you ever see that fire pit again? Like in front of that abandoned cabin? I
I
don't
think you
think
do
so.
actually. Whenever they show like a wide shot of the cabin on top of the hill, I'm
Ooh.
pretty sure you see the fire pit.
I don't know about
I'm not going to watch it again to find out, but I think it's there.
I don't know. It
This
doesn't
isn't
matter.
good. We're barely into
Presumption.
This, we're barely into this movie, and I have in my notes this movie's boring. That's not good.
It's
Tim
she's
already
killing
said
people
that.
early.
Yeah.
She's killing people early,
Isn't that
but you
good?
know it's Angela, so you're a little disappointed. You know who the killer is already.
Next up, there's a panty raid.
But the,
Ricky doesn't have a vagina killing people in this one?
No.
No.
is it during the panty raid or
That
during
would have been awesome.
Angela shows up both at the panty raid and something else.
the
And
jockstrap?
the
right?
jockstrap raid, yeah.
There's
She shows
such a
up at both.
thing.
Yeah, the girls decide to retaliate on the guys and steal their
Which
jockstrap.
again is stolen from Revenge of the Nerds 3. The nerds put liquid heat in their jocks.
The next thing after the panty raid is whenever Angela kills the girl with the drill, right?
Right. Somebody
She-
wants to
She has a
leave.
drill and like a paddle bit on it,
Yeah.
which is brutal.
Oop. Okay, can anyone answer this question?
These kills are all mean spirited. Like
They
really
are.
mean spirited.
The first movie was mean spirited.
I have a
They all look
question.
like 8-year-olds.
All
Does
of these-
anyone know what a Kentucky waterfall mullet looks like? I've heard that expression. I have it in my notes for TC's mullet.
Where have you heard that expression?
Kentucky waterfall. Something about it's flowing in the back or
Oh.
something. I don't know.
I've seen a couple of those at the outlets, but
I wish someone could elaborate. If you know what a Kentucky waterfall mullet is, please write in to just another horrorcastings@gmail.com. With an S?
Pick one.
It
How
doesn't
long
matter.
have you been on this?
You can find us. You don't even know what you talk about from week to week. I don't want to hear from you. And you don't even watch this movie, so you shut up.
So you
I feel like we're not really accomplishing a lot with
Diane,
we did
she's a
watch it.
counselor. As these people are dying,
Ben's gonna play with you.
Angela.
You didn't watch the movie? You pay the consequences. Go build a car out of Legos.
to build a car.
Angela,
It's super easy.
Uncle Joe, John,
Technology.
comes to Angela and he's like, "Hey, what's going on?"
Why
She's
are these
like,
people leaving?
"I'm sending these people home because they were, one was fornicating, one was doing drugs," and Uncle John's like, "Hey,
Run
don't
that by
send
us.
any more people home.
Yeah.
You talk to me or Mullet Man before you send anyone home."
And she apologizes, and everything's good.
And meanwhile, two kids are deciding that they're gonna try and scare her on the camp trip by dressing as.
We're not there yet.
Yes, we are.
We forgot Mary's boobs.
Oh, I have boobs.
Mary
I don't
just
know who
wants
that
to be
is.
a rebel. and
She's
she
not Mary,
flashes-
she's Mare. She hates
Oh,
Mary.
she hates Mary. That's right.
Yeah.
She's just Mara. She shows us her boobs, and Angela's like, "Hey, you don't have to show your boobs to be like Allie. I can see that you want to be like Allie." But that's probably later when she kills her, right?
She drills her.
Right in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's me.
And after that, I just have kid covered in ketchup.
oh,
that-
right.
is
They
that
keep
the
cutting
dime?
to,
They
like,
keep cutting to paint,
and
ketchup, all different blood-looking things in
Yeah.
this movie that aren't blood, or maybe they are blood because Angela's murdering these people through, and maybe we're seeing the blood of these victims in the paint.
I'm pretty sure the kid was like dipping his hand in ketchup like up to here. and
Yeah,
just-
he was. And now we get art class, because that's what it was. It was paint, and they cut to art class, and the two kids are putting together a Freddy mask, or a Freddy glove, and a Jason mask
Mhm.
in art class.
And throughout this movie,
There-
Molly is kind of befriending Angela. She's like the goody girl that Angela has taken under her wing because she's not doing anything wrong. She doesn't
Their
have
morals,
sex.
their morals match. In Angela's eyes, their morals
And
match.
yeah, and
Right.
Angela wants to scissor her.
I think he's right.
I'm pretty sure.
I
that's
think
her.
Angela wants to wear her skin.
I think she wears somebody else's skin a little later.
Oh, right!
Yeah.
Leatherface.
Didn't you see that when she was
Yeah.
Leatherface?
She's wearing somebody's face.
I thought it was
Oh
dude
my god, yeah. she
Freddy
is.
Krueger's face because she killed him first.
Yeah.
I actually,
I don't know if it
I
was,
thought that she
but-
was just wearing a really good mask. It didn't occur to me that she was wearing the guy's face.
I thought it was, but it may not be. I'm
No,
gonna,
it
in
might-
my
that
head,
makes
in my
sense.
head, that's what it's gonna be.
So the camping trip happens,
Spider-Man, Batman.
and
Let me find out. Allie,
Freddie and Jason
says
are
pretty
in the
rude
woods.
things to Molly. That could be
and-
anytime.
And Angela comes out there. First, she gets a hold of Freddy's glove and cuts the guy's neck. And then she dresses as Leatherface, which I guess she's cutting off the skin off the face of that
Maybe,
guy.
I don't know for sure, but it looked like it.
Yeah, and she chainsaws the guy playing Jason.
Earlier,
so
though,
those
you know
two
what
are
he
dead.
said?
Hmm.
He was looking for Freddy, and he was like, "Hey, where are you?"
Thanks. I'll make sure to find that.
You gotta
I'll go
find
out of
that.
my way.
Plug that.
Right. If I, yeah. Look up on YouTube from Sleepaway Camp 2. Thanks, John, you idiot. Now you gotta cut it twice.
Can
So
we
right,
say it again?
Go ahead. Anybody else
Yeah.
want to throw that in
right
there?
before the incident,
Thank you.
they were doing a thing where they were like doing the touch test
Mm.
on the table, and like they come to Angela's
Yeah,
bucket, and
she's
they're
like,
like, "What's in here?" She's like, "The teenager brains," and they're like, "Ha ha ha!" No, really, what's in there? She's like, "The teenager brains,"
It's true.
because Pamela Springsteen.
And why were
super
they
convincing.
doing?
I believed it the
It's
second
not.
time.
It's not October. Why are they having like a blindfold, touchy?
They're trying to. You know what? In this movie, they try to make Angela into a one-lining, killer icon type of person.
It doesn't work.
The third one, it works. This one, no.
Is it still Pamela Springsteen in the third one?
It is. Yeah, she comes back and she does a much better job. So,
I mean, she had a few years' experience by that point.
right.
She got her wiener cut off.
So we find out that why do I know Allie? Allie is off having sex, and she said she had cramps, but she's having sex, and this weird bathroom scene happens.
Is it, she's not even having sex. He's going down on her, but he's like in her belly button while she's
Not only that, but he
pulling
drags her around.
away. And
Maybe she had an Audi.
maybe she did. He was like, whoa, licking it. I don't know what he was doing with it. It wasn't good. But Angela goes up and she's like, "Where's Allie?" And they're like, "She had bed cramps." So this scene takes a while. But nobody gets murdered in this scene, and then it cuts to the next day after the scene. So it was like a padded scene in a 79-minute movie.
And Molly and Allie are now talking to each other.
And yeah, now they're-
But the setup in the bathroom though, like the boombox and there were candles all over the floor
Everywhere.
of the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's
This
like
is-
a camp outhouse.
I
That's
got
like-
shit!
That's
It's
all
the
the
boom
I can't
boom
get
room.
in.
It's like a waterless toilet.
It's the boom boom room.
People know if they got a shit between the hours of 7 and 9.
We need to
they're
get someone
somewhere
that
else.
went to camps when they were younger on
Right?
this show. To tell
I
us
did,
what
but
really
I don't
went
remember
on.
any of this at
'Cause
all
you got
happening.
raped, probably.
No, I
You
wasn't
blocked
raped.
it all out.
If I did, I don't know about it.
It was a traumatic
So,
experience.
yeah.
So
Alright.
Angela tries to kill the guy that was trying to get on Allie with a chainsaw, right?
Right.
Yeah, she cuts Jason's
Well, she
leg
tries.
and
She tries, but she doesn't pull it off.
Well, it's a typical planned chainsaw, so it like doesn't start. So she goes for a knife.
Maybe.
But
All I have is her going from the bathroom to the next day, Allie and Molly talking.
Well, I think the knife in this is the same knife from the first one.
She still has it?
You want to go get your
Awesome.
She's the same person.
I have hot dogs. They're jumbo and all beef. They say at one point.
Yes.
When they're roasting hot dogs on the
Go
fire.
back down and play.
Right around this time.
Okay?
Before the restroom scene.
So Allie tells Molly that she hates her and to leave her alone. And I'm like,
Why?
leave who alone?
Yeah,
You should leave
you're
her
trying to
alone.
go after her beau here. Why are you
Right.
skank?
Right.
Skankapotopus.
And so Molly and Angela have a conversation where Angela says that Allie's probably out fornicating. And we cut to Allie fucking some guy behind a tree.
I think it's Rob.
I don't know who it is.
It's a really awkward sex scene.
It is.
Mhm.
She's riding
Very
him,
weird.
and it's fine because we see her boobs.
But it's super fake. Like, she's faking really exaggerating.
And then,
Yeah.
to make matters worse, she gets up and she's like,
Bye.
"You don't have AIDS, do you?" Bye. He's like, "No, I don't. No,
You do
no."
now. Bye.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I was like, waiting for that. She's like, "You don't have AIDS, do you?" You do now.
Yeah.
No, it didn't go that route. That would have been funny. Can
So-
you plug "Everyone Has AIDS" from Team America?
Everyone has AIDS, 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 AIDS.
I guess so.
Yeah, why not?
You
You got a
should
long
do
time to edit this.
All right, I'll get on it. I will do that. She gets an envelope put on her mirror saying to meet her up at a cabin, I think.
Now, let's talk about this.
Okay.
What's his name? Boyfriend, Sean?
Sean.
Sean has not showed interest in this girl at all. What would make her think that he left her this note in her bathroom that says, "Meet me somewhere"?
Especially after she just got off of Rob. Like,
Uh,
literally,
yeah,
she
she's
stood
like-
up off of Rob.
The cum was still in her. She walks down.
Thanks for that visual. Continue.
Sees the note.
Dripping out of her.
No,
She's
she's
like-
wearing shorts.
Oh, look who's back to talk about cum. Ben is here.
We get to our expert. Never mind.
Go ahead, Ben. Our expert cum expert, Ben, is here.
John behind the courthouse. John.
See, you're just reaching now
For what?
You know it's fun.
for hot dogs to do tricks. Anyway, what were you saying?
What?
Right after the note's right there, and she thinks that the guy's actually out there, so she goes out there.
But would Sean ever write her that? He hasn't showed 1 ounce of interest in her at
No.
all this
Nope.
year. Even though she says that she banged him in the past and he was not good in bed. Do we believe that, or was that a lie that she just told?
I think she's
Molly.
just trying to get under Molly's skin.
I think so,
Ricky
too.
claimed he touched Judy's tits. Do we believe that?
They were much smaller back then, but Paul let him know that they were
Honkers.
Ay, 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 or something like that. I can't remember.
Googa.
Judy's
Googa.
Neither is Iruga.
Tuned in Tokyo, I think, was from Police Academy. TIT. Tuned in Tokyo.
So now Angela pops out and stabs Allie in the back.
With what?
A knife.
Oh,
of
okay.
some sort.
She
You
doesn't
said
have
she
a
had-
penis in this
Yeah,
one.
you said she had a.
She's got labias.
And decides to jam her into an outhouse.
This is so bizarre that it's
Weird.
kind of my favorite kill.
But could
This
it
is
ever?
it? This is
she's
the one?
she's
It's-
literally like poking a stick at this girl, and this girl could hold the stick and be like, "You're not gonna drown me in shit." But no, it keeps like poking her shoulder, and she keeps getting dunked under this.
That's
Were you
what,
confused
it's
when I
so
said my wife
incredibly
might
bad.
drown me?
That's what I
It
love
is
about
so
it.
bad.
Yeah, it was.
That's what this is.
It's so terrible.
It's
but
terrible.
It's so
Is it-
terrible that
It's a
great.
3-minute her pushing her with this normal like stick down
And these
in
awful
this.
like gagging
porta
sounds.
john.
Like,
Is it as bad as was it Artie in the first one who could have jumped to the right or the left and got out of
other than being
It's
stabbed,
worse.
other
It's
than being
worse?
cut in
She
the
could
back,
get
she
way
could have
by
gotten
far.
out of
She
the
just
way.
crawls in.
Yeah.
Angela's
At no
request.
point was Angela like, "I'll slit your throat if you don't get in." She's like,
she's like
eh.
holding her head. She's like, "What's down there?" She's like, "Poo."
Yeah.
She's
What
like,
else?
What else? Flies.
What
else?
Corn?
I guess you're gonna have to find out. Get on in
Leeches?
there.
Corn from that 50-gallon drum.
Is there leeches down there? Because she has them perfectly placed
She
on her
does say
face
leeches.
at the end of the
Yes.
movie,
Yeah.
though. Why are leeches in shit? Why
I
would they
don't-
even be
I don't
down?
think
Would
they
they be
would.
down there? If Stand By Me taught me anything, they're in like swampy creek things.
If you want to hear more about Stand By Me, tune into our latest episode of WHA Filmcast.
Oh yeah, Ben does another show, and he watches
With
the
me.
movies on that one.
Oh, shut.
Yeah, way to participate this week, you dick.
I review movies that are easy to find on that one.
Do you?
This was a
Sleepaway
pain in the ass to
Camp's
find.
tough to like,
Don't even give us your
and
shit.
YouTube's cracking down on.
Or
Yeah,
that's
they have a
That's
they
because they
have
want
a-
you to pay for it now.
they have an awesome quality
That's right.
version of The Burning Up, and it's been up for years.
Hey, we all got a chicken duck woman thing waiting for us.
They're not gonna. Just quit trying.
It's in my head because
I
you're
know.
a dick.
One time is all it took, right?
Yeah.
One time, and you can't get it
It's
out.
kind of catchy.
Yeah. All right, so now Angela goes back to the cabin, and somebody comes back. The black girl comes back, and starts talking.
She talks forever.
And so there, I farted. There you go.
You
All right.
bean eater.
It took a while, but I had to eat a half a can of beans for that to happen.
Doritos and bean dip. Jesus.
Wait, in one scene, did we talk
Was
about
it
how
Chicago Bell
it
Bell
keeps
thing?
cutting to the moon and coyotes howling?
Really?
That's 5 minutes of the movie, and it's only 79 minutes long. It
Yeah.
cuts to the moon.
Remember that
howling.
this movie is only 79 minutes. Remember
It is only 79 minutes long, but
We're
my
approaching
God,
79
shit.
minutes on this review.
what happened?
Well, she kills the black girl with a guitar string.
But it's really funny because she's looking around the room for things to kill her with. I think
Yeah,
that was
because
really
the-
Yeah, like
the
the
girl is
pencil.
like-
Hold on, let me try this pencil. Snap the tip off. No. Boom blocks? Maybe.
The girl is so unobservant. She's just talking, combing her hair, and being like, I called everyone's parents that you told that you sent away, and they said that they weren't home. And I thought that was weird. And then I called Rachel's father, and he said he hadn't heard from her. And I thought, well, that's weird. How everyone you sent home
I can't believe
is
you
not
remember this.
getting back to their
Is
house?
this word for word?
I think it
Yeah,
might
it's-
be.
It's
pretty much
close.
word- it's
like
word-
she literally does that with
It's
She's
real
like, I
close.
called this person's cell phone, and I got their parents, and they said they weren't home, and you sent them away. But she at no point was she like, Angela, what are you doing at all? She's just like,
No, she does.
Oh,
She
does
says-
she?
She's like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just cleaning up. And then she keeps talking.
oh God,
Ugh.
and then it goes on.
Finally, she gets choked, and she says, because you talk too much. And then somebody else comes in. Some random
Is
fucking...
it Molly?
She like hides in a closet
Right.
with like a shower curtain across.
She's
it.
trying to push the body out the window.
Yeah.
She can't get it out. And then somebody else knocks on the door and says, I'm telling, and comes in, and Angela kills her because she's going to tell.
Wait.
She's telling because she missed dinner.
Here
Yeah.
it is. Stabs no-name girl.
No name, yeah.
Yeah.
The next cut is the Howling Moon.
Who's
Again.
a what's it? Yeah.
Yeah. She's frightened inmate number 2.
Yeah, exactly. We have no idea who this girl is. She's someone that belonged in the cabin that didn't have a name.
So Molly comes back, and everyone's been sent home.
55 minutes in,
Uh-huh.
Molly and Angela are the only two left in that cabin.
Yeah, and we got a little bit to go
And we
here.
still have 24 minutes. What the fuck could still be going on in this movie?
A really bad dream sequence.
That took up 5 minutes that we didn't need to see if we've been paying attention to the movie
But,
thus far.
on the other hand, it offers a cheat, because if you don't want to watch the first 55 minutes of this movie, you can just watch this 5-minute dream sequence and you're caught up.
And you're
It's-
fine.
I didn't watch the trailer, but was the dream sequence the trailer?
No.
Because it could have been.
It could have been.
It
It'd be
definitely
like,
has
what's
her
this
being
that?
I'm a happy camper up on stage, but it's not the whole thing. No.
What's this that? In blue. And what's this that? In
Sepia
more
tone!
blue.
Oh.
God.
Uncle John fires Angela,
Yeah.
and TC's all like, "Yeah, you gotta go. Check out my mullet."
He has the best
Before
mullet
you go,
ever.
take one more look at my
And I think
glorious
TC's
mullet.
mad
You see this
because-
mullet? You're never gonna see this again. Get it out.
Hope you know what you're throwing away.
TC made a pass at Angela earlier, and
She was
not
like, I'll give you a
interested.
call, and he's like,
I don't
"You
have a
didn't call
phone.
me, I don't
Yeah, I don't
have
have
a
a
phone."
He's like, you can talk to my mullet later.
How does somebody with that mullet still know?
I bet he fucks everybody.
Huh?
No.
Everybody comes to camp, is that what you're
Everybody
saying?
comes to camp.
Oh,
Could
yeah.
be, could be. Well, so Angela's got to leave, and she talks to Molly and says that she's been fired, and then heads off to her cabin. And so Molly is concerned about this and goes over to get a guy whose name I just can't seem to remember.
Sean.
Ricky.
Sean. Would you shut up, Ben?
I was just throwing my 2 cents in.
Can you watch
Sean.
both movies next time we podcast? I have Return to Sleepaway Camp. I'll give it to you.
I
so
got part
early
3
you have
coming.
to
It'll
watch
be
it.
here probably a Monday.
Sean in Sleepaway Camp 2 is Ricky in 1.
Alright.
He's the protector of Renee Estevez, Molly, who Angela likes, and there are only 3 left.
Winning.
Molly,
Molly Estevez.
All right, Charlie.
I like to
That's right.
combine character name with real name and make it for a fantastic show.
So Sean and Molly head up to Angela's secret cabin, where
this is when we establish how far away it is.
It's her
too.
secret
About a
cabin,
mile?
Labia's
Mile,
a
mile
mile.
and a half.
But
Yeah.
TC says, I'll be gone in an hour. Okay, he runs the whole way there. I would say he runs a 9-minute mile.
He rides his mullet there.
His mullet drags him there.
So
It's
this
like a
is very-
robot chicken thing. It just like pops off. He gets on and just.
So this movie seems very late 80s with mullets.
It
and
is.
80s
There's
fashion
4 mullets in
and-
one scene.
Yep.
Oh wow.
The very beginning, yeah.
As many shorts as in the first one, or mullets,
Mullets
in
in
the
this
second one?
one.
And TC's is like
It's the best.
the cream of the. It's what Tom Atkins is to mustaches. This guy's hair is to
Yeah.
mullet.
Except for the fog.
Except which we
Oh,
know is
what
not a
is
very
that
good
about?
movie.
TC's mullet makes
It's the only
Uncle Jesse's look
movie
like
I've ever
shit.
seen with Tom Atkins
It's true.
without a mustache.
For every Tom Atkins movie we do, I'm gonna play that song "Mean Motherfucker"
He's
by Wasp.
so good.
Except for the fog. If we ever review it, I'm gonna put something like "Loving You."
I like the
Something's
song.
really soft.
TC kiss you.
Yeah.
Is that more South Park?
Yeah.
Wasn't that John Stamos' brother?
Yep.
Larry
Hey, couldn't
Stamos.
hit that high note.
Larry Stamos.
I think it was.
Was it?
Ron Stamos.
Ron Stamos.
So basically, this little place that she's got is like it looks like Jason's shack from Part 2.
Ooh,
It really
is
does.
there a
It does.
toilet and a boat?
There's everything. I
There's
There's an outhouse.
Comet.
That's where Allie was.
There's Comet
found
product
earlier.
placement everywhere. It's on the shelf. They knock it off.
The,
and
the Comet's earlier.
show it. Yeah.
It's in Part 3. Wait, we'll see.
Wait, that's not Coke, is it? There's that Comet.
It's Comet.
Well,
It's
in
not
part
Coke.
2, they have like all those cans of like Del Monte vegetables too. Like, oh, I wish they had put the
And
ingredients on these
Coca-Cola
cans.
at the beginning, right? Is there a Coca-Cola?
There's a
in this one?
Coca-Cola can somewhere in the movie.
Yeah.
I think it got missed in editing because it's like it's covered up slightly, but you can see like the cursive A.
All right, so Molly and Sean are up there, and Sean's like, "Let me go in here," and he walks right into the dead people's cabin, and
And he
Dead
starts
people.
puking.
Yep.
You see everyone that's got murdered thus far. Leech
She
girl.
has them all like sat up in the cabin, like posed.
Yeah.
and goes,
Even
Yeah.
the burned skeleton.
and then
And
she
the
goes,
sisters.
"Happy
The funhouse scene.
birthday to
Oh,
me."
no she doesn't.
She did.
No she didn't.
Spoiler alert.
Stop it. Movie's terrible.
It's not that bad.
But really, she's Molly.
Oh.
And Molly's Angela.
She ripped
and
her
they're twin
Molly.
sisters.
Oh man. It's like we had back-to-back weeks where the plot twist was just great and
Well.
so bizarre
Well,
And then we had this.
due to the bizarre nature of
There's
this
no
party.
plot in this
Happy
one.
You'll have
Birthday
modern
remade
plot
with
twist.
their own
There's no
rules.
twist. Sorry, there's no plot to twist. There's no.
Yeah,
twist to
Steve
plot,
goes in there
right?
and starts puking. Sean, not Steve.
And then in walks Molly,
In walks Molly and Angela.
knocks them both out.
knocks
And ties them
out.
up
With
really
what?
badly.
Yeah, like
A
if they were
log.
trying, they could have got out real easily before.
Case in point, whenever Molly tries.
Yeah, when
she's
she
out
tried,
like
she was
that.
out in a minute. If you would have tried when she was talking to you, you could have maybe punched her in the mouth, maybe a throat chop.
It was
You're
like
right.
a regular.
Maybe a penis kick. Oh yeah, she doesn't have a penis.
It was just like
labia
a
punch.
regular nail that had a nylon rope tied around it.
A vagina kick.
We call that a cunt punt. Oops.
Waiting for her.
Come on now.
Come on.
She's heard it all. She works in the.
Cut that, John.
Is this
Don't let
true?
anybody know where your wife works.
Let me stay go get
Editor.
a
No,
You're
this is
upstairs.
2 really poor jobs by us.
Don't blame us. I blame you.
Thanks.
Tim's-
Well, yeah, the finished product you can blame me.
We'll
That's
blame
fine.
Tim then.
Tim's biggest fear editing is my air conditioner kicking on. Like, this is probably like, Jesus Christ.
This is my
You
worst nightmare. Anytime we go over an hour 10 minutes, I'm like, no.
It's happened a few times.
Yeah, the
Yee.
Ghostbusters episode, Friday the 13th, 5
This
or
fucktard
6.
was so drunk during the Ghostbusters episode. He was vomiting in a trash can. I was vomiting because he's vomiting.
What you want me to do sometimes?
Ugh.
Like, I took that headache pill, and that's what
Keep
was my
having
downfall.
Yeah,
There's
that was
another one,
it.
Ben. A mouse up there.
Well, that's a common one, though.
No, it's not.
That's a common emergency. It is. It's a common
It's like a
emergency.
gerbil,
I
man.
mean,
Richard
it's-
Gere
Or
did it.
gerbil.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
purposely did that?
Richard
Couldn't
Gere
get up
did
there,
it.
like a tube,
Remember that
and then
Stephen
they
Lynch
stick
song?
It in there and then it dies.
Yeah,
Come in, they're
you
like,
put it-
Something smells
You put
up
it
there.
in
And
a
Let me
toilet
wink.
paper tube.
Let me
Yeah.
wink.
That's unreal.
Toilet paper tube, you twist it and you put it in your butt. Listen, this is really funny. You gotta cut all these names, but
Oh, man.
my dad went out to Atlantic City with a bunch of friends, and I don't know
She's not
for
kidding, is she?
for whatever reason they got on that subject
Oh my
about,
God.
well, how would a gerbil even get up there? And the one of my dad's friends was like, well, you twist the toilet paper ring and you just shove it up there and you let it scurry right in. And my dad was like,
You seem
how
to
the
know
fuck
a
do you
little
know?
bit.
Yeah, how the fuck would you know what that is? Just like,
I heard it one
Yeah.
time.
Lemmy winks, guys.
They
Well,
like
yeah.
it because it scratches them.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
It tries to get out.
Oh.
It tickles their stamen.
Oh.
Whenever a guy has, I
It's
don't
true,
know.
isn't it? Isn't
Oh my
it? That's what
God.
they do.
This is
We're
what I
like
learned in that
flowers.
South Park episode.
Did you witness this or did you just hear this?
No, I was down there before the
Oh
South Park
my
wouldn't
God.
make up stuff. They're pretty accurate
Yeah,
on
that's.
They are.
It tries
I
to
mean,
get out,
on-
it can't get out, it
on,
scratches
uh,
the anus, yeah.
the local.
Oh my god. You
Stuff
don't get
over
paid
there.
enough for what you
Oh,
do.
oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Slave.
Yep.
Your story of who did you bet?
Baker snapped both his femurs.
I can't believe I didn't record that. Of all the things I didn't record.
You can record it now
That's
because
my
I want
biggest
him to
mistake.
hear this story.
After this, we're gonna plow. All right, we're gonna plow through this movie. Tell the
Cobra-
story again.
I can
Cobra's
tell
a
this-
betting man.
I can tell
He'll
this.
place any bet anytime. And
You
he bet
have a
somebody.
fire face.
Huh?
Nothing, it flew away.
He bet somebody. He's a golfer.
I
too.
didn't bet. He bet me. We were golfing. He was actually my bookie at the time. He worked at Ginger Hill Tavern. He was a bartender. But I'd known him for years. But he knew I was a good golfer, so he would take me up. His dad's work had an outing up at Tionesta at Hunter Station.
Mhm.
And he'd take me up there to play. Well, the first night we got really drunk, and we ended up winning like $500 each. And we got super drunk. And that doesn't even matter, because the next day we're on
He
like...
had some money to bet though.
The next day we're on the 18th tee, and we're only like 2 holes done from our round. And it's by, I think it's the Clarion River maybe, or the Allegheny, doesn't matter. But
It's gotta be a Clarion.
the
Yeah.
tee box sits up probably
You said about
15
20 feet,
to
15,
20
20
feet from
The river.
bottom, and it's like another 8 to 10 feet to jump out to get to the water. So we weren't drunk, but he's like,
I'll bet.
I'll bet you $20 I can jump in the creek. And I'm like, Baker, you don't know how deep the water's in. You don't know how deep it is. But I'm like, I'll bet you. Fine. So he jumps in, and he's like, he didn't make it. I think he bounced in. But he's like, call my dad. My legs are broke. So I go over and I get his dad. He snapped both his femurs jumping off this tee box for 20. We had the like Clarion helicopter fucking land on like the 8T. He had to be life flighted. They had to go in the river to get him because his legs were just like dangling up on the water. He's like laying like this. He's like, call my dad, and his legs are floating. And I'm like, oh my god.
You took his fucking money.
No, I
too.
didn't.
Oh,
This
you
is what
didn't.
happened. The next year, the tournament was like $110. He charged me $130, and he told me later on that day, he's like, I just charged you extra $20 because I took that after my legs broke.
He hit the river.
But
You lost.
he was short. I think he rode in. Oh my god, how bad would that hurt? Both his femurs were
The
snapped.
fact that you let him do it.
He's a 35-year-old man, but He's like, you think I can jump in? No. Yeah, I'll bet you 20. Do you ever think that someone's gonna snap
I'd
both their
probably-
femurs?
no, I'd
That's
probably
the
take it
hardest
back.
bone in your body.
Yeah, I'd probably take
Both
it
of
back.
them. But he did thank me
Was he
later.
screaming like the perky
No.
guy in
He's like, he literally was
Sleepaway
like,
Camp 1?
he literally was like, go get my dad. My legs are broken. And I went and got his dad, and we
Fuck.
called 911, and he got life flighted out of
Jesus.
there.
That's.
I felt so bad. I did.
You're
And
heartless. You never
I
felt
shot
bad
a 51 at golf that Wednesday.
because it's just weighing.
Yeah,
on
I
you.
was like, he broke both his legs. That's terrible.
And you're like, I'm gonna profit.
I didn't profit. I was
You
like, this son of a
lost.
bitch is gonna be in the hospital. He can't pay me that $20.
It's like happy birthday to me when they bet he wins $20, but he
Are we
caused
through this movie yet?
$4,000
We're close.
worth of damage to his vehicle.
Kind
what
of.
movie are we reviewing again?
Sleepaway Camp II.
Alright.
You say
Unhappy
shame.
campers.
Sleepaway Camp. That's
Right.
right. Because we're gonna be happy campers next episode, I think.
No.
We got Teenage Wasteland.
Yeah, but we're gonna be happier
So,
because they're better.
after Angela knocks out these two, and I have no idea where to conjoin
Never mind.
this.
Those
I'm
aren't
guessing
Rockies.
probably at the
Those
47-minute
aren't
mark or something like that. Angela knocks these two out, tells them the whole story like a James Bond villain.
Can I interrupt 1 second?
Mhm.
Earlier, TC
Yes, this is
got on the
relevant.
microphone
Yep.
and he was like, "Hey, we have some missing items. If you just turn them in, everything's fine." He's like, "We got my car battery first and foremost is missing.
Yep.
We got some panties. We got some jock straps.
Rope.
We got rope."
An act or
A hatchet or something, and,
They did
and
not.
possibly a knife. Yeah, we did. He's like, everyone, if you
Oh
just
my
return them,
God.
it'll be fine. This comes relevant a little later on in this movie.
Right
It's
now.
coming
Right now,
up
yeah.
soon.
right now.
Is this when TC's running up
TC
there?
runs up. He's like, "Angela!" He kicks in the door.
He actually said earlier he was gonna go up and like destroy her or something like that. Like he's gonna go up there and beat the fuck out of her, I think.
Yeah.
If it
I'm
was 20
pretty sure that he said he was going to go and destroy her ass.
Oh.
I think
Yes.
that's what he said.
Yep.
It was
With
one of
his
those.
mullet,
It was one of
right?
those super out of context things.
If it was 2016.
He's like, I'm gonna pound that ass.
With my mom.
Wait. He's like, wait, no? Does that sound right?
If it was 2016.
Are we not
we'd be
doing
like,
phrasing anymore?
Hey guys, we're missing some AR-15s and some 30-round clips.
Is he
and,
bringing political views on his show
I
with
think
his
he is
gun
again.
politics?
Sorry.
Hey,
So
Charlton
there's-
Heston.
so
Wait,
in-
are you for or against guns?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you surprised?
In
No.
the town,
If
in
you're for
my
Hillary
town,
Clinton, he has a pussy.
in
Wait.
my town, we
If
have
I asked
this-
John what he truly thought, he'd agree with me.
I have no guns in this house.
I don't either.
I don't either.
But I don't.
Interrupting Ben says what?
Oh, okay. I'm interrupting. Wow. I haven't said anything this whole
No,
thing.
I was trying.
You guys
to say,
have a lot of beers in front of you.
I was trying to say.
Take a photo of that.
No, I was trying to say we have like this small festival in my town,
A Festivus.
and yes, and one
For
of
the
the
rest of
prizes for one of the game houses is an inflatable Stars and Stripes AR-15.
Jesus Christ. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Made in America.
Yeah.
No.
I know it is.
I
No,
want
because
one.
that's not the
Yeah,
American
why
way.
not?
I'm sure it's either made in Mexico or China.
I don't own
But-
any guns, but I would want
It
Goddamn.
is both Hensho and China.
Goddamn, I'll hang out.
Battery
It's 5
acid.
along.
Is up
This
next.
guy gets battery acid on his face and he dies from that.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
Is this an accident or is this on purpose?
Angela
Angela
threw
throws
his
it out.
own battery acid on
Stop.
Into TC's face.
right in
How?
his face, and
She
it touched
drained
his
it out,
mullet,
apparently?
and it was
Don't.
very
Yeah,
troublesome.
she was like holding. It was like a wet cell battery, and she like cut a hole in the side and just stood there and filled like the can that was filled with corn 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
And he comes in.
Angela held
TC
a
comes
huge battery in one arm.
TC
No.
comes in the door and she just goes, his mullet's fine, but his face is gone.
Oh God.
And you know what? I'm okay with that, because that face was nothing without that mullet.
Because there were tetes in this movie.
There were, but it lacks a lot. For sure.
I thought this movie got really hurried at the end.
Yeah, Steve is like,
What?
wait,
Yeah.
I can't
Wait.
imagine.
Angela Baker? My dad arrested you. You're Peter Baker! You're from Camp Era. My dad Wait, my
Wait a
dad
minute.
was a cop. Did I mention that he arrested you?
Hey.
Wait, whoa. They knew who Peter Baker was. They didn't know who Angela, the girl with the
They mentioned
penis,
this at the
was.
beginning. Yeah, they explained it.
They said that they knew that
Even
Peter
Sean
Baker was
mentioned it
Angela
earlier.
Baker, but
Yes.
she was Angela Johnson. So
There was nothing. But this guy at the end, he's like, my dad arrested you.
Now, you need to remember that for next week.
Okay.
'Cause he's coming
Weirdly
back.
enough, you need to remember that for next
If
week.
the stories are at least.
Well, I tend to watch 2 before, try to find 2 and before I watch 3. So.
You
Anyways,
can rent it on Amazon.
Angela just decapitates this guy.
Yeah, it's
Gone.
clearly a dummy when it,
Yeah,
it
it's
looks
a dummy
bad.
head.
But whatever. It
And
doesn't
in
matter.
spite of how hurried the end
I like
is,
shitty
she
stuff
takes the
like
time
this.
to like, here comes the plane with the corn for
Oh
Molly.
yeah, you haven't eaten all day.
Was it
Steve.
feed corn or sweet corn?
It was
Canned.
canned corn, probably.
That's the can that she used for the battery acid.
She also
Oh,
took
no.
Sean's head and put it into a TV.
Look what's on the TV.
Yeah, after she decapitated
boy.
him. It reminded me of.
Whoa!
Hey, Cemetery
Nightmare on
Man!
Elm Street 3?
Cemetery Man stole from that.
You're like, no, absolutely.
The
Yes.
mayor's daughter's head was in that.
Yes.
And this movie came out before 1994.
Were the titties better in Cemetery Man or this one?
Oh,
Cemetery
and
Man.
Cemetery Man.
Yeah.
Especially when she was riding and that gargoyle's wings were in the background.
Yeah.
That was something magical. I'll
That's
give
a-
that movie. That's why that movie got a 5. Because those titties. Because those titties.
Perspective, John.
The
gave it a 10
titties
out
were
of
a
10.
9.5 out of 10.
They were nice titties.
They were
Big
big
nips,
big
big
nips, but they were
nipples.
9.5 out of 10. But that
I
movie
can't
was a 5
defend
out of 10.
myself, and I won't try. I already spent 2 episodes trying. It just doesn't work.
Some of the bodies that were like laying around the camp were visibly breathing.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I think
What,
maybe
leech
because-
face?
I don't remember specifically which ones, but a couple of them, like you just see them like.
Like leech face had one leech on her, and then I don't know how Angela got the time to get all the bodies back and put them into this place because she killed some of them not up at that place. She would have to carry them a mile up to this place.
She does some other pretty.
But the leech girl
incredibly
literally
physical
has.
things later.
They're all symmetrical on her face. Like,
Yeah, they're
clearly
That's
they
part
were-
of the behind the scenes that I watched.
Weaver,
This guy did not look like he knew what he was
you're
doing.
currently
makeup guy.
you're
Yeah.
currently in the middle of a podcast and you fucking posted something on Facebook 8 minutes ago.
That's because you guys were talking about something I had no idea what you were talking
It
about.
got real off topic.
You didn't even want to
Yeah.
be here. What'd you post?
Something from my brother that he put up.
I'm gonna punch you.
I had to bring it up.
Tell him to quit with that Facebook. I can't.
Me?
You tell him, Ben. You stick up for me.
Are you on
Says
Facebook?
the person who puts on Big Brother doesn't watch it and then plays on Facebook, and then when I mention something about it goes, oh.
I'm
What are you
studying.
talking
It
about?
helps me
Big
study if I have
Brother.
a couple things going on.
Big Brother is awful.
It's
That
awful.
is my favorite show.
It's terrible.
Stick up for me, Ben.
I can't.
I
He
can't.
can't. Big Brother's bad.
I bet Tim
I don't.
will.
I cut cable.
Don't you
I've
do
never
it.
seen it.
I cut cable.
Which means he
because
hates it.
No, I've never seen it.
It
It
costs
can't be
too
for
much.
real. It's bad.
And I couldn't
I
justify it.
haven't had cable for years.
I saw Evil Ed
Why
was
don't
on
you
one.
guys start having it
No.
at night? This. Or you don't like it at night?
Well, it's like 3 hours an episode if we do it at night.
This is a big problem. We're only on episode 2 of 2,
Then I'll
but it's
make
taking
food
forever.
Or something next
Oh.
Friday.
We're almost 4 hours in and
Well,
we
you
still
wouldn't
haven't
eat it
covered
last time
two.
I made it.
If you
Before
make
you
buffalo
want
dip,
to.
I'll eat it.
You wouldn't eat it last time.
When was last time?
I don't know.
That had to have been like the second time I was here and I was scared.
There was a time we ordered pizza and I
No,
just
it
kept
wasn't.
eating
It
and
wasn't
eating
that
and eating
long ago.
on the show,
I
and
made
it was
food and you
disgusting.
guys
Every
really
time I
don't
tried
want
to eat, Weaver ate everything else and I didn't get a piece.
He's dipping Doritos, nacho cheese, and bean dip.
And he's farting.
I'm making pizza.
I'm sure I'll eat half of it. There's no doubt in my mind. If it's a 12 cut, he'll have 6, maybe 7.
That's a fact.
My family can have the scraps.
That's
It's
right.
like protein.
you give him the crust. You're like, here you go. Bread's good for
Your
you.
wife pulls mouses out of people's asses, but
And I say, eat
You
this
are the
one
man of the
slice of a
house.
12-slice pizza.
you're the man of the house.
No, no, that's a complete lie.
Burnett, he's right about you.
Are you saying I'm the man of the house?
Yes!
She's Angela
You pull
from First
mice
Love.
out of people's asses. You're the
I
man
come
of
home
the
and go,
house.
I got a paper cut and how to put a Band-Aid on. And you're like, I got pissed on.
Ooh, I've gotten a paper cutter.
We got a long running sequence. Renee
Oh, God, this scene.
Estevez, Molly Estevez.
Is it
Amalio
bad?
Estevez.
She escapes.
She's
And
a
she
big
clubs-
head start.
She clubs Angela with a rubber
Log?
And by clubbing her, you mean hitting her with all the force you would exert on a fly?
I just have
It's-
stick
It,
wax.
it's
it
like-
bends over her back
Yeah.
and then shapes it back to this branch, but
Stick
it's fine.
wax, that'll do
If
it.
you're gonna do that, possum stomp her face.
Possum stomp? What the hell is that?
American History X.
Yeah. You
That's
get on the
curb
back of
stomp.
her
Bird
head.
stomping.
Yeah, but there's no
I can't
curb
watch
here.
that scene.
So
No.
you just take the back of your foot and you bash her right in the fucking
This
skull.
is Wolf Creek syndrome.
There's a fire pit
That's what this
outside. You
is.
could use
Oh,
that.
that's
Why-
what it was.
You notice this girl has murdered everyone at camp. You're gonna hit her with a log twice and run away. No, you fucking stab her. You fucking put comet in her face. You gouge her eyes out.
There's
pull
battery,
her hair.
there's battery acid right there.
You
I
tweak
love
her-
that you go throw comet in her face.
Well, there's a lot of
There's
comet
bleach in
there.
that shit.
Relevant in part 3 again. Comment. Anyway.
Do you stick a 2-liter bottle with tin foil, throw comet in there, and then throw it in someone's face?
Is that like a bomb?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. No, I'm not.
I would not.
I am not a terrorist. I will not make bombs.
Angela is almost supernatural here, I feel like, because she just, like, shows up.
There's
everywhere
no way
that
she
Molly's
should have cut
running.
up to Molly.
No, she got stabbed in the leg.
Yeah, in
and
the
she
thigh.
still I'm like, where are you running, Molly, if this lady that has a stab wound in her leg is catching you?
Oh, she's running to the tree that Angela's hiding behind.
She telemorphs.
Eventually, Angela
So,
pushes Molly over
But
the side of
Jason's
a
cool
very...
about it. Angela's
She kind of
not.
falls.
yes.
Yeah, Molly falls over a very small cliff. Very small.
Did you notice
Would you say it's a hill?
when
It's a hill.
it's a 5-foot drop, but she hits her head, and
Yeah.
Angela's like, "Oh, you must be dead.
You
I'm
almost
gonna
made
leave
it.
You. Yeah, you
Yeah.
almost made it. To
That's
me.
the second time that Angela kind of sort of shows remorse. Like, she's...
Only
sad,
for Molly
yeah.
though, right?
Yeah,
She wasn't going to
so
kill Molly, yeah.
In the first one, it seemed like she felt bad about killing Paul, and the second one, it seems like she felt bad about killing Molly.
Talk
You
about awful death there
decapitated
with
Paul.
decapitation.
But she felt bad.
So
about
while
it.
she's sawing his head off, she's like, oh man, I really don't want to be
This
doing this.
I know what happened.
Sawing up
This
her dick.
sucks.
Oh, man.
For one thing,
Paul
it's
wouldn't
really
give her the
inefficient
reach
way
around,
to
and
go
she's
about
like,
this.
You know what? That's not how we roll here at Camp Arawak. You're fucking dead.
I'm a boy, Paul. I'm a boy, Paul. I know. Well, that's
Peter
not
Pan.
cool with
She had
me.
Peter Pan syndrome.
I'm a real life.
All right, so
when
Angela has
Pinocchio.
murdered everybody.
when Renee gets up from the rock, could you see the pillow that was behind? Like it was an off shade of brown, like to try to
Oh,
match
yeah.
the rock, but you could see like where the padding was that she's lit.
There's like faked blood soaked
I'm
into
like,
it. Like, it was.
There's a
is
pillow there. Get
is
rid of that
Is
before
it
she
as
gets
bad
up.
as the drop mat in Halloween 2 when they reshot the very
Or the
first?
one in part 4 of Friday the 13th when she falls out of that fucking
Oh yeah,
window.
that's really bad. You see like
Ooh.
leaves fly up. Finishes up.
Everyone's dead.
The peeping toms are dead.
The end.
There were peeping toms.
Two little kids, the
two
Tit
little
Patrol,
kids.
the
She like
Tit
slits their
Patrol.
wrists, or their necks.
She murdered the Tit Patrol.
Angela kills the lady that's too dumb to drink and too fat to fuck.
Yeah, Redneck picks up Angela. Angela murders her because...
We forgot to mention the long
Who
black
knows?
nipple hair way early in the
Ooh,
movie.
there's a long black nipple hair in this movie.
No, but the one girl's like,
It's implied.
yeah, she's like, you got that long black nipple hair over there. Talking to Allie.
Let's not go backwards.
No, you're right.
So was that not you, Cobra, at work who would pull those long hairs out of
Yeah,
those?
like extra long black hairs that would grow like an inch longer than all my other hairs.
On your elbows, people, not in the.
So Molly
Dick.
finds
Continue.
Molly finds her way down to the road, and it's right as Angela shows up in Redneck's truck.
Howdy, partner!
And that's it.
That's it, the end of the movie.
Because
Fade.
she
but-
gets picked up.
By Angela.
By Angela.
Yeah,
Which is why I thought in part 3 maybe it would be like an Angela Molly duo.
that would be
where-
great.
Where Angela wears Molly's skin.
That would be great. First she
John-
scissors her.
John's
I
face
like
says
that.
no.
They're both naked.
No,
Yeah.
there's no mention of Molly again. In
It's
fact,
one of
that's a
those
shame.
movies.
Angela very easily gets another job. Very easily.
Oh, is
This
this
is
another summer
pre.
camp?
This is
Yes.
pre-internet.
I guess so.
Great, I'm sure we
Camps
have to
were
hear
big in
Pamela
the 80s.
Springsteen
Honestly, you
sing
can take-
another song.
You can take 2 or 3 and interchange them.
Oh.
Because they're kind of the same movie.
Shut bird.
What kind of bird is that?
Wait
I
a
don't know. I don't know bird songs.
It's a birdemic. It
Shut
is
up.
annoying as fuck though.
All right, John, what'd you give this?
Stay out of this, Ben.
John, would you give this?
Alright, I gave it a 6. Might be low. I don't
What'd
know.
you give the first one?
A 7.
Oh, okay.
I gave this.
This is only 1.1 on the first one.
Yeah,
I want to punch you so
I like
hard.
all
What
of
did I give
these.
the first one a 5?
I like these.
You gave it a 6, I think.
I gave it a 6.
I think so.
Okay.
This movie is still fun. I mean, there was a lot of dumb shit happening in it, and the characters were. I don't even know their names. That's how bad they were.
Yeah, but there's a lot of dumb shit in the first one.
Yeah.
There was a lot of kills though in this movie.
Their kills
Yeah.
were. It was kind of what you would expect for the time period, and It looked good.
Late 80s
Believe me,
slasher.
compared-
Yeah, that pudding log kill was fantastic.
Compared to what happens in the next one, with as far as just like cinematography, this is better. I mean,
So, this was 88?
mhm,
Which Friday came out in 88? 7 or 8?
7.
7? Which one would you say is better? Friday?
Oh yeah.
I fucking hate Friday the 13th.
It's not my
No.
favorite Friday.
It has
but-
Bernie Lomax and some fun kills that got cut up by the MPAA,
There's
but
no
it's
kills.
fine.
There's
Yeah.
no kills.
I'm gonna kill you, and there will be one kill.
Alright, sorry I brought this into it. Cobra.
Thanks for letting me finish. Cobra, what did you give this one?
I gave it a 5. I think it's just a mediocre. It's right in the middle. I would recommend it. Watch it if you watch the first one.
You gave the first one an 8.5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big drop.
Big
Big
drop.
drop.
Not a big drop. It's only 79 minutes long, but there are some lull points in it, and there shouldn't be, because it's only 79 minutes long.
Bad pacing. Bad pacing.
But she does murder a
That's
bunch
a
of
record
people.
movie.
Some of the kills are alright, and some of them are not very good. But, you know, the Sleepaway Camp series, I'm going to take it to 3 and 4. I've seen 4 once before. I've never seen 3 the whole way through, so
Oh.
I think it should be fun. Yeah, I like the series so far, but this one is just run-of-the-mill slasher. I give it a 5.
And Tim.
I really enjoyed this one. Actually, just like you said, the production value is a lot better, so it just kind of worked better.
They
It helped-
pumped another 100,000 into this movie, I think.
They did, and it helped make up for everything else being kind of shitty, I guess. And TC's mullet was so phenomenal that also gave
I-
extra points.
Yeah.
I actually read his mullet got paid $20,000 for this role.
Liar.
And he-
For
and
this
he
role,
did it
that's
for-
a fact.
His mullet got 20 grand, but he was pro bono.
Yeah, his mullet was like, if I have to bring him with me.
So, without TC's mullet, it's a 5. With TC's mullet, I'm gonna go with a 6 on this one too. It's enjoyable.
Which one did you like more?
I feel like I need to watch 1 again to really say, because I just wasn't 100% prepared for 1.
No one is.
Yeah.
So
Nobody
I don't
is.
think I could give 1 the most fair assessment.
Nice.
But the way that 2 just kind of like didn't really throw anything at you, it was just like, hey, this looks better. It has a shitty story, but it has a glorious mullet, so
It's one of
enjoy.
those, what do you
This is
call
my
it?
gift
Check your
to
brain at
you.
the door and just
Yeah.
enjoy what's going on.
So that
from
just
you.
kind of made it.
Do you notice we overthought
Easy.
part 1? We didn't overthink this.
There's
There's
a
nothing
lot
to
to
overthink
overthink
here. There's
in
nothing
part
here.
one.
Yeah, part 1
Yeah.
is, it's very,
I don't know why we overthought part 1. That's our fault, not theirs.
There's a lot
Yeah,
to overthink in part 1.
well, like you said though, does Ricky know what's going on or doesn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, you could go either way with
Where
that.
did the gay
really.
lover go after the accident?
Is it the mom?
Is
It's
it
not the
mom?
mom.
I don't know.
It's not the mom.
I'm just saying, there's a lot to
I
think.
tied a fucking string around my finger that there was a mom of Ricky. That was
That
a
didn't make
female.
any goddamn sense. Nice try, though.
Another 6 burned by Cobra.
On himself. Alright, that's it for this episode. Well, no, it's not right for this episode. We gotta do a horror category. And since I picked it last week, and since Cobra won last week,
I don't get to pick.
Ben picks the category.
Do you remember what you have to watch?
I already watched it
Swamp
last
Thing?
week. Yeah, and Adrian Barbeau made me sick. Anyway,
You watched it last week?
when this comes out,
Oh.
yeah, I'll have watched it last
Cut that.
week. Yeah,
Do I get to pick the category?
you pick the category.
What do you guys think about best horror mask, face,
Makeup design?
makeup design?
That's fine.
What do you think?
Cool.
Go, Cobra.
I don't want to go first. I won
Of course
last
you
week.
don't.
I'll go because I know it. I have
You
one in mind.
fucking won last week, so therefore you're exempt.
I want the Fly makeup
Ooh.
from David Cronenberg's The Fly.
Are you going to
Oh,
post a picture of
Cronenberg's
Jeff
tough.
Goldblum
I will.
with vomit all over his face?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure. That's my favorite makeup in a horror movie. Anybody else?
Hmm.
Hey, how about a vote this week, you fucks? Anyway,
Someone else sour grapes.
I
a little bit.
gotta go with simplicity.
I'd like to thank everybody that voted for
Wow.
Tubular Bells.
Okay.
It's number 1.
I want to know who
And
came in at the end. Today.
We're Team USA, and we're going all the way.
I want to know who came in at the end and pulled you through. Who
I can
from
actually
work?
look.
Who
No.
Who do you work with that came in today?
Nobody that I work
Bullshit.
with voted for me.
Hang on.
I'll
find it while you're figuring this
What are we
out.
doing? Best makeup.
Best makeup, mask, scary
Face looking thing.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
because there's tons out there. I mean, that was the cat.
The final vote goes to Sarah Murphy Hartley.
You fucking know her. Look at him smile.
Maybe she likes Tubular Bells.
Robin Murphy.
Nobody likes Tubular Bells.
So,
Yeah, two Murphys.
Yeah, there's a Robin Murphy.
And what else?
Who's Robin Murphy, Cobra?
That's my girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
His wife voted for him. Hey, don't have sour grapes since your wife didn't vote for you. Maybe pick something better.
Best.
Did I pick anything?
No. Anybody want to shout
what'd you
something
say?
out?
No,
This
it's
is
just
Fly.
if I vote for the Shatner White Mask of Halloween, that's just another Halloween, and it just proves how
You
much
can
I
do
love
that. You can do
it.
that.
No, I gotta go with the hockey match, Jason Voorhees.
Just the mask?
Yeah. Well, wait, that's what
Which
I'm talking
mask?
about.
Okay.
Which part?
Which episode? 'Cause they're all different.
4.
Part 4.
I like the burlap sack in 2 though, but 4. It's gotta be 4.
So
Friday
I
part
designed that
4.
one like I designed it to be like part 4. It has a blood
Yeah.
axe mark.
Nice.
Mm.
Part 4.
Anybody?
Who you going with?
I'm gonna go with Sam from Trick or Treat. I just like Sackhead Boy.
Wow.
I
Off
said
the board a
Jason
little
Part
bit,
2,
Right?
Sackhead.
Burlap sacks are
Yeah,
scary.
It's terrifying.
And he's got one eye. I like it.
I like Trick or Treat. It's good.
Trick or Treat was good. Did you review that with us? No, we had West.
No.
That's
I
about
wish.
right.
I really like that movie.
Tim, what do you got?
I got nothing. Best horror mask.
You've seen 3 horror movies?
I've seen a few more than that, but yeah, no, not really.
You must have sometime in your lifetime have come across some horror faces, though, right?
I have, but I don't really know who they are.
Oh, we
necessarily.
forgot a really obvious one.
You can go with, because I know you reviewed Friday the 13th. You want to go with Jason from part 1? Did you like his makeup?
The Hairy Knuckles?
Well, for the
You
split,
mean Ari
for the
Lehman
split
coming out of the
Lehman
water?
coming out of the water.
the split second we see him come out of the water, he does look pretty great.
It's pretty Mongoloid, yeah. Mongoloid Jason. That's another Jason.
Yeah,
fine.
I'll take that. In my limited experience,
There
it's
you
the
go.
best.
Now I got 2 shots at picking the winner, even though doesn't matter.
Pinhead's great.
Pinhead is great. Any of the Cenobites are great. All the Cenobites
Except
are really
It's
good.
better than Angie wearing Molly's face. or
I'm
whatever it
surprised
is.
you didn't
That
go
is
with
true.
It, your favorite horror movie.
When he was the moon? Oh, that was amazing.
Tim Curry is the Moon, my favorite performance of him ever.
Alright, so my pick is, I don't remember, The Fly. Jeff Goldblum, The Fly, in David Cronenberg's Fly. Ben's is Jason's hockey mask from Friday the 13th 4. Tim's is Jason's face from the original Friday the 13th. And Cobra is
Sam from Trick or Treat.
Sam from Trick or Treat.
Sackhead.
So go on Facebook.com/horrorcasting and like the photo you agree with the most. The winner will pick what the other 3 are going to watch next week. Tim might luck out of this somehow by not showing up. I don't know.
Weaver's watching Swamp Thing.
I already watched Adrian Barbeau.
Did you really?
I did.
If you already watched Swamp Thing, I'm giving you a different movie because you're being punished.
Do
shouldn't
you
have
know
said
the
that.
difference between episode
Oh, you
75
didn't
and
watch it
episode 76? Yeah, I'm on top of shit. Boom.
Another sick burn. Bye,
Shoot 'em.
John.
Who's over there?
Facebook.com/horrorcasting.
I
Twitter.
give you?
We are at
Oh, that's fine.
horrorcasting.
Send it to me.
Horrorcastings@gmail.com. I can be quiet
They
now.
know where to get a hold of us by now,
And
right?
other places. Yet to be
Patreon.com. Request a movie.
Rate
if
us
you
on
want.
iTunes.
iTunes.
Horror punks. We may or may not be there.
We don't know.
We don't know. Sleepaway Camp 3, Teenage Wasteland, next week. Sans child yelling in my ear. We'll see you then.
Baba O'Reilly.
And that's right. Sleepaway Camp 3, Baba O'Reilly. Bye-bye.
You can end the podcast with that.
You can say
Thrill me.